Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God, you guys are great. Grateful to be here. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Alan Squats. That's my stage name because I like to do squats at the gym. If I ever get married and have kids, like maybe my kids will call me Papa Squats. No? Okay. Cool. That was my opener. Women laugh at that joke sometimes. Men are just like, who's next, honey? Can I play on TikTok? Because this is, how long is he gonna be? All right, whatever. Great. I was living the Hollywood dream before this crazy pandemic. And now I'm living back at home with my parents, which I never thought was gonna happen. So I'm just like, Mommy, I'm hungry. It's weird. I don't know. Like, I'm grateful to be with my parents. I really am. Especially during this time. No one loves you like your parents do. And if I could help them during this time, because they're more susceptible to this crazy virus, then I'm all for helping them and being here, and eating their food. No, but also, yeah, I don't know. Knock on wood, though, they haven't had any issues thus far with this crazy coronavirus, with their health-wise. Their biggest issue thus far is, like, they keep running out of cheese. And, like, I have to go to the grocery store to get them cheese. Which is, I guess, is a good problem to have. My sister's a nurse on the front lines. I love you, Nancy, by the way. But it's also weird with her, because, like, when she's not working, she's like, hey, come over and hang out. I'm like, only if you keep your N95 mask on. Is that okay? You got, like, stay 6 feet apart. I mean, 13. It's 13 now. So, like, as long as, like, as long as you obey the law, like, I don't have to call the cops on you. I want to stay safe. So now we just agreed to just, like, I just do drive-by highs. I don't know. It's weird.
Modern day.
Mr. President?
Great thing that happened, please.
Hi, Human 18 from 100 Humans on Netflix. It was top 10 in the world.
You really have done a fantastic job.
Yeah, why am I the only one with a mask on? That guy doesn't have a mask. You don't have a mask. That guy.
Let me just tell you something. That's my decision.
This guy's not 6 feet apart. I measured, and
That man is a disgrace.
thanks, Mr. Trump, Mr. President.
Next, please.
Excuse me, Mr. President, did you just let one loose?
I felt it. I mean, I
think I can smell it through my mask. I can taste it. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna go mitigate. I was living the Hollywood dream for about 4 years. I drove to California from New Jersey in my brand new lime green Kia Soul. I thought I was going to be welcomed to Hollywood with open arms. As soon as I got to Hollywood, someone put a promotion underneath my windshield wiper that said, "We buy junk cars." Okay, all right, just let that roll off. Grateful to be here. It's not easy to make friends when you move somewhere new. Like, I realized real quick that no one wants to be friends with, like, a brand new 31-year-old, okay? I almost got jumped by a Mexican gang when I moved out there. I got out of it, though, thank God. I was like, hey, like, I really miss Selena. And then they let me go, like, thank God. I'm a huge Detroit Lions fan, okay? As soon as I moved to LA, like, I met someone with a Lions hat on a Lions shirt. And I was like, oh my God, you're a Lions fan? Like, me too. He's like, oh, no way, bro. Like, the hat just matches my outfit. Yeah. So, like, a lot of my friends in LA are gay. Just to, which is fine. I have to adapt. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize how many gay people were living in LA. Like, I feel as though, like, as soon as I got there, I stepped on set to a new movie called 50 Shades of Gay. Which is fine. It's just an observation. Like, okay, like, chill out. I'm not making, like, if you're gay, great. I haven't gotten hit on by so many gay men before in my life till I moved to LA. I got hit on by Andy Dick, okay? Like, I went to the Improv on Melrose Comedy Club, and I'm in the bathroom, I see Andy Dick, and I like his work. I think he's funny. So I was about to say hi to him. He takes his dick out and starts wiggling it at me. I'm like, oh my god, that's Andy Diggs' dick, at first, which isn't really gay, I don't think, because like it's his, whatever. Anyway, in all honesty, like I was like shell shocked. He started wiggling his dick at me, and he goes, "Do you have any cocaine?" I just scrambled for the exit. Like I didn't know what to say. I was like, "I don't do cocaine, Andy." Oh my god. There's a lot of differences between the East Coast and the West Coast, I've learned since I've been there. For example, how we say no is completely different. This is my impression of someone from LA saying no. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, totally. For sure. No, I'll be at your show. Yeah. Like, just say no, okay? It's not an insult, it's a choice. You're from LA, like, you can't be a better actor than that? Unbelievable. According to the Census Bureau, like, California is one of the least educated states in the country, okay? And, like, don't get me wrong, I love LA, but that makes sense to me. Like, it makes sense to me that the East Coast is ahead of it by 3 hours. Like, it has nothing to do with the sun. Maybe the sun has something to do with it, but, like, it's a pretty good joke, I thought. No? Any ghosts? No? Okay, great. I have to, like, heckle myself, because, like, there's no interaction here, except maybe in the chat room. Okay, great. I'm gonna put on a little show for you guys. I hope you do enjoy it, especially during this time. Bring some laughter, entertainment, and joy to you guys. And if you want to Venmo me, that's great. If not, no big deal. Like, I get it. It's Armageddon, maybe. We need groceries, not... Laughter is the best medicine. I mean, come on. And music is the most universal language. Okay. Okay, I'm corny and hack sometimes. I get it, and that's fine. But I'm going to play a song for you, followed by a sketch. And I hope you dig it, as well as this show that I'm putting together for you for about 30 minutes. So enjoy. The song is called Everlong by Foo Fighters. Hello, I've waited here for you ever long. Tonight I throw myself into, yeah. Out of the red, out of her head she sang. Come down and waste away with me. Down with me. Slow how you wanted it to be, yeah. I'm over my head, out of her head she sang. And I wonder when I sing along with you, anything could ever be this real forever. If anything could ever be this good again. The only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say when. She sang. Breathe out so I can breathe you in, hold you in. And now I know you've always been, yeah.
I sing along with you. If anything could ever feel this real forever, if anything could ever be this good again, only thing I'll ever ask of you, gotta promise not to stop when I say when. She sang.
Hello.
Vinny! Hey! How's it going? How are you?
What's up, Alan?
Okay, can you help me with a self-tape?
Another self-tape, Alan?
Well, I think I'm gonna book this role this time.
Alan, you never book these roles. You always say you're gonna book them, you never book them. How many self-tapes have we done?
If I book, I'll give you 10%
God,
of it
Alan.
if I book it.
Alan, you're not gonna book this! You never book them! Take a fucking acting class,
Okay.
okay? Fuck, I gotta go, bye.
Oh, hello? Lenny, I'm a good actor. I have talent.
I'm a good actor. I'm a good actor.
Okay. What's the best thing for some? I know. What's the best thing for... What's the best thing about wearing a mask for some during the pandemic? Anyone? Some of them will finally consider brushing their teeth. Oh my god. Am I right? No one? No? Okay. Bombing sucks. It really does. But you have to go through it in order to get better. Just like, with anything in life. Like, failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. I've bombed a lot. I won a stand-up comedy competition once in Florida, which doesn't mean anything, because, it's Florida, I flew to LA and I performed this set at, midnight at some comedy club with, there was a bunch of jaded comics there. No audience members. I'm trying to, give myself credit for the bombing. I bombed for 7 minutes. This set that I thought was, pretty decent, because I just won, a competition with. And, instead of, hearing laughter in between my jokes, I heard, lint hit the ground from people's wardrobes. It was painful. It was painful enough to affect me in the moment. I got so pissed, I decided to sprint out of the theater like a lunatic. I started running down the aisle in front of everybody, and I tripped over a girl in a wheelchair. And she starts laughing, at me, not with me. But I thought about it, that still counts. You know what I'm saying? For the comedians who are losing their job that sometimes pays them in garlic fries, I don't want to be one of those comedians. I should still have one job after this pandemic. Anyway, the host of the show gets back on stage, and he's like, my stage name is Alan Squats, right? So he's like, give it up for Alan Trips, everybody. Alan Trips. Oh my god, I'm so funny. Hollywood find me, okay? It was me who said that joke, guys. Write it down. Bill Burr said once that I performed in front of a few all-black crowds, which has been dangerous, especially when you're the only white person in the room. One time I was performing at an all-black show, and it felt like I was at a Black Panther meeting. I shouldn't have been there in the first place. I stuck out a sore thumb. And the host of the show kept pushing me down the list of comedians and was making fun of me. She's like, I'm pushing this white boy down the list. And everyone started laughing at me. And then I had a mustache at the time. Someone, right before I went up on stage, was looked at me, he's like, man, you look like a cop. And they're like, all right, and now coming to the stage, Alan Squats. And I was like, okay. I get up on stage and like, I had to address the elephant in the room, and I was just like, hey, like, I'm grateful to be here. And then I was like, not really, actually. I feel like I'm in a white version of the movie Get Out. And then like, everyone started to laugh, thank God. And they started listening to my whole set, and they're like, oh my God, Alan, come on my podcast. And I'm like, you have a podcast too? No, thank you, but I appreciate. Anyway, that was the first one was bombing, the first segment, and then the second one was bomb prevention. So like I prevented. I'm gonna work on this.
Her name is Kat, and you ain't seen nothing till now. Next, she's tennis racket. Get the stupid tennis racket out of here. No one ever got big, ever played tennis. You want more power in your life? Step into a deadlift! Cat! Surely something at home how to do 5 reps of this deadlift now! Cat! Come on, give me 5 reps! You can do it, Cat! Come on! That's not it! But like, good job! Abraham, Cat! Yes! Squats! Squats are good for you! Keep your legs shoulder width apart, shoulders pinched, and squat! Check out these buns! Check out my buns! Look at her butt! Look at her butt! You will look at them. Check out her butt. You will check out her butt. Check out her butt. Check out her butt. You will check out her butt. Check out her butt. All right, little kids, and also grown-ups. Thanks for tuning in to Fitness Tips. And remember, the only bad workout is a workout that you didn't do. Back to back. Flex it. Flex it. Try it again. Turn it up.
Action.
If you want to stay lean and mean outside of the gym, you have to care about your nutrition. Resist junk food. Resist! Resist! Resist!
Gotta get that again. Roll it.
If you want to stay lean and mean outside of the gym, you have to care about your nutrition. Resist junk food. Resist! 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 Summer's right around the corner, and nobody wants a jelly belly.
Yeah, nobody wants this. Look at this. That's disgusting. Look at this fat. Look at you fat turkey. Stop eating.
Summer's right around
That was good.
You want more power in your life? Step into a deadlift. Cat is gonna show us how it's done. 5 reps. Show these chumps at home how you do a deadlift. Alright, next! You see this tennis racket? Get this stupid tennis racket out of here! No pansy ever got big playing tennis!
Yeah, that's pretty funny actually.
Summer's here and nobody wants a jelly belly!
No, no jelly belly like this here. That's disgusting.
What's wrong with you? You're so fat! You're disgusting! You're disgusting! You're disgusting fat turkey! Stop eating! Stop eating!
That was great. That was great.
That was good.
I was raised in an Italian family. We say I love you to one another by feeding each other like an unnecessary amount of food. One time I didn't finish eating my chicken parm, and my dad got pissed. He was like, "Oh, what's the matter with you? What, you don't love your mother? Huh?" My mom was like, "Alan, why don't you have a meatball first and then think about it, Alan? You know, there are children hungry and hungry." Like, did we ever FedEx them leftovers? No. Anyway, I got pretty chubby. I was the youngest of 3 siblings, and I was by far, like, the chubbiest. I eventually came to the conclusion that meant, like, my parents just, like, loved me the most, or whatever. Like, my parents loved me so much that I could barely handle their love. So, like, as a result, like, I developed love handles. I don't know. I used to love overeating and then going to sleep. I would eat so much food that, like, whenever I would go to church to receive, like, the Eucharist, I'd be really disappointed in the small plate, you know? I'd be like, just one Jesus chip, Father? Bless me, Father, for I have sinned, but, like, do you have a small bag of him laying around I can get? Okay, do you at least have any dip? No? Oh, sorry. Forgive me. That's pretty messed up. What would, if Jesus was sold as a chip, I think they would be called Jeez-Its. Is that hack or funny? Okay, thank you. So I, like I said, I was pretty chubby. Like, I would try to eat 2 lunches a day all throughout 6th grade. Like mine and, like, somebody else's, you know? I couldn't fit into my 6th grade graduation pants. My mom had to, like, help me zipper the pants up. That was awkward for both of us. I played football for about 10 years. I think I, like, decided I wanted to play football because I thought it was called, like, foodball, and I was like, I'd probably be good at that, you know? I don't know. And by law, during the Pee Wee League years, they had weight restrictions for the players, and by law, if you were overweight, guilty, they would have to put bright yellow and orange stickers all over your helmet, so, like, the whole town would know you're fat. Like, it's messed up. Like, that's fat shaming at its finest. Like, I was a walking hazard sign with cleats on. Like, they might as well have, like, put the phrase on the back of my helmet that said, like, caution, wide load, like, be-doo, be-doo, be-doo. Like, it's pretty messed up. Like, a blimp could see me overhead from, like, a mile away. I'd be like, how come you float and I don't? Like, we're both blimps. I don't know. Fat shaming works, but it's not the healthiest diet, you know what I'm saying? Like, one season, before football season started, I had to get fitted for equipment, and, like, nothing fit me, and my coach started reaming me out because I weighed 30 pounds overweight. He's like, you better lose 30 pounds before the season starts, or I'm gonna hang you upside down on the field goal post by your testes. was like, yes, sir. Yo, I was so upset that, like, when I went home, I jumped in my pool and I went to the bottom of my pool and I started crying there. Because, like, no one could hear you cry at the bottom of a pool. Also, one of the advantages to that was, like, my tears just blend right in with the water. Like, I didn't pop up out of the water. Someone wasn't going to be like, were you just crying? Because, like, then I'd be like, I wasn't crying. It was the chlorine. My eyes were burning. Okay, whatever. I'm working on this new routine. Okay, great. Anyway, fat shaming, like, I ended up fat shaming myself and, like, passed down from like, my coach to me, and I started running and writing CDs, like, I'd be like, oh, you're so fat, like, you're a fat piece of crap, like, you better lose weight. Like, being chubby or being overweight isn't trending like it was during the Renaissance age, you know what I'm saying? Like, it definitely wasn't in 1993, so whatever. Anyway, I lost this weight to play football, which is great, and I ended up intercepting a ball, like football, one game, and there was nothing in my way from the end zone except for like 95 yards, you know? So I just took a knee, you know what I mean? Like, I was so sick of running. I was like, our quarterback's pretty good. He could probably do the 2-minute drill and get us down there. Anyway, I've been struggling with my weight my whole life. I'm muscular, but I'm also, like, I also have, like, a lot of chub surrounding my muscle. So, like, I'm what people call chub soul right now. Okay, thanks. This is me working out new jokes on you. Thank you guys for listening. Hey, thank you guys so much for tuning in for nearly 30 minutes. That's pretty dope. I hope you had a good time watching this stuff and everything. I'm going to close out the show with an original song called Car Trouble by my rock band called The Scarlet Scourge, which has been on hiatus for quite some time. Anyway, which, by the way, The Scarlet Scourge is now up on Spotify, which I had no idea. Thank you, Kimmy Platt, for bringing that to my attention. Anyway, yeah, so this song is called Car Trouble. I hope you dig it. Thanks for tuning in. God bless you.
I said I've got no girl, I've got no job, yeah, a car ain't much for me, yeah. I said I've got no girl, I've got no job, yeah, a car ain't much for me. I've got an ace in the hole, it's either bluff or it's folded, yeah. And you wanna find out if he's got any doubt, because you were unable to leave your cards on the table, so you go for it all. I said I've got no girl, I've got no job, yeah, a car ain't much for me, yeah. I said I've got no girl, I've got no job, yeah, a car ain't much for me. A dead end road for me is at the river, yeah. Why am I smiling, baby, singing? It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. It's just an opinion. I need a job, yeah. I got no girl, yeah. I got a car, yeah, baby, but it ain't enough. I said I've got no girl, I've got no job, yeah, a car
car ain't much for me. I said I've got no girl, I've got no job. Yeah, a car ain't much for me. Yeah. Cool, thank you guys.